husband said I was too boring and needed to spice things up, so I took his advice, just not the way he expected. I'd been married for 2 years. I was 29, worked as a financial analyst, and yes, I liked my routines. Sunday meal prep, Thursday yoga, Saturday farmer's market. But apparently my crime was being stable while Nolan's advertising colleagues were dating women who did ayahuasca retreats and posted thirst traps from Burning Man. Look at Dimitri's girlfriend, he'd said, shoving his phone in my face. She just went skydiving in Dubai. When's the last time you did something that didn't involve a spreadsheet? The irony wasn't lost on me. Nolan's idea of adventure was trying a new craft beer. If he wanted spicy, I'd give him 5-alarm fire. I started small. Signed up for a burlesque class downtown, the kind where they teach you to twirl tassels and work with feather fans. Told Nolan I was taking an Excel certification course. He didn't even look up from Call of Duty. My instructor, Scarlett, was 65 and had thighs that could crack walnuts. Sexuality isn't about you, she said, teaching me to strut in 6-inch heels. It's about owning your power. I bought a sequined corset and learned to do things with a chair that would make a Baptist clutch pearls. Then came the motorcycle lessons. Turns out I was a natural on a Harley. My instructor, Joaquin, said I had the best balance he'd seen in years. I bought leather pants and a jacket that cost more than our couch. When Nolan asked about the charges, I said it was for a leadership seminar. He grunted approval and went back to messaging his work, Slack. The pole dancing studio was above a vape shop. I learned to climb, spin, and flip upside down until my hands were calloused and my core could bounce quarters. The bruises on my legs looked like modern art. Nolan never noticed. We hadn't been intimate in months anyway, but the real change came with the photography class. Specifically, boudoir photography. The instructor, Greta, taught us about lighting, angles, and the art of suggestion. It's not about naked, she explained. It's about narrative. I learned to use shadows and silk to tell stories with a single frame. I was getting good. Really good. Started an anonymous Instagram showcasing my work. Tasteful, artistic, but undeniably sensual. The followers grew. 1K, 5K, 20K. Brands started reaching out. A lingerie company offered to sponsor me. Meanwhile, Nolan grew more distant. He'd complain I was never home, then put on his headset the moment I walked in. He'd ask what I'd been doing, but zone out before I could craft a lie. The La Bernardin receipts kept appearing. Sometimes there was perfume on his collar, something floral and young. You seem different, he said one night, catching me practicing a floor routine in our bedroom. I was in yoga pants and a sports bra. Nothing scandalous. Like you're hiding something. Just trying to be less boring, I said, nailing a back arch that had taken weeks to perfect. He studied me with suspicion. Nupri thinks you're having an affair. Nupri thinks the earth is flat, I replied. The explosion came on a Thursday. I was at pole class when my phone blew up. 17 missed calls from Nolan. My anonymous Instagram had been discovered. Someone from his office had recognized our bedroom wall in one of the artistic shots. Nolan was beside himself, standing in our living room with his laptop open to my page, now at 47K followers. What the hell is this, Celia? He was shaking. Is this what you've been doing? Taking these photos? You said to spice things up, I said calmly, still in my pole outfit. I'm just building a brand. A brand? You're basically a fee. He stopped. But I knew the word he wanted. A what? An entrepreneur? An artist? Someone who's not boring? I pulled off my heels. Or are you mad that 50,000 people find me interesting when you can't even remember to look up from your phone? He opened his mouth, then closed it. His phone buzzed. A text preview flashed on the screen. Can't wait for tonight, baby. K. We both saw it. Who's K? I asked, though the La Bernardin receipts suddenly made sense. His face went white, then red, then white again. It's not. Save it, I said. I've got a photo shoot to plan. My sponsor wants to feature me in their Milan campaign. I walked past him to the shower, my pole bruises like purple badges of honor. Behind me, I heard him whisper, Milan? That's when I knew I'd won.